positioning. You really want to be prepped ahead of time on ET. So if he's really confident in terms of what moves he thinks Indy's going to make, that'll make all the difference in the world. But that could be difficult versus Tree because he tends to get off some pretty solid vision.
Okay. Yeah. I guess the vision always does come down to make a pretty big difference. But likewise, you can send out inch creeps and all the rest of it. Also, I am just excited to see some Puppey Enchantress farming up, getting massive, and then sprinking every which way.
Yeah, they're on it already. Kataomi way down there gets the block on one of the small camps. Gonna try and make things a little bit worse there for Puppey.
At least they'll be able to see what's nearby and come in their direction, if nothing else, too. Yeah, do we have no movement over either to start cutting down trees that much? Just like Chrysalis is sort of in the area. And now moving over for the rune. This should be 2 apiece. Secret kind of set up here to maybe try and go into Stormstormer. No, it's 3 for 1. Never mind. They got there in time. But a little bit of a chase down to Kataomi. Does have another round of axes. The slow is there. They have enchant. Ooh, Gabby gonna push him back.
Value.
Still take the enchant. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Core Shaker gotta be one of the worst bounty rune fighters. Just like, because he wants Totem so bad, right? You gotta secure all that early CS, so you're never using Fisher, which means you just hit hard.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, it's very annoying not being able to help and secure those runes and what have you. Nice deny up there by FBZ. Did get 2 heroes caught in that fatal bond. Super annoying to play against. Fishman should have the time of his life. This might quietly be one of those heroes that we see really move up the pack of support tier lists here. I feel like over the next couple of time before TI comes around.
Yeah, he's benefiting a lot when the big dogs get nerfed. Like after they nerfed Witch Doctor, because he was already good, but he was just outshined by a Witch Doctor because he kind of does similar things, but he was just doing it a lot better and had a better spike at 6 with the Death Ward. But yeah, now Warlock's back. Fatal Bonds has been insane for quite a few years. It's more so like the rest of his spells. They've just gotten so much better now. And of course his Shard is also crazy at this point.
Right. Well, speaking of crazy, this start for Armel in the mid lane is pretty nuts. We're taking a look at those other lanes there, but at the top of the screen, you can see 10 and 6 versus 1 and 1. Stormstormer has gotten 2 last hits. He is getting absolutely bodied. I mean, this isn't a great matchup, but I don't know if it's this bad.
I mean, it was a matchup that was obviously much, much better when you could disarm.
Yeah,
it would have been significantly stronger. But yeah, he is just getting absolutely destroyed. This is insane. Like, this is some game-ending shellacking here in the mid lane.
Yeah, a half level ahead already, and I mean, yeah, he's not really getting that much. Has to pull the wave all the way around. So that's going to be the sort of catch-up mechanic, I guess, is just try and pull the waves whenever he can. In the meantime, the other lanes, though, not looking nearly as bad. Although, you know, it's still a little bit behind.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, I did not. I thought, if anything, that Stormstormer would be finding ways to take advantages of this lane, using the shield crash and the swashbuckle, and to like frustrate him. But and maybe it is something that can turn a little bit once you get more points up into the swash, and you're able to like keep your spacing a little bit better. But that is insane. What a ridiculous start from Armel. See if he can keep it going. And the main counterplay, of course, to the rest of the game will be Stormstormer trying to utilize those Fissures, because you can get crazy Pango combos off if the Fissures are in the middle of the fights.
Oh, yeah. No, messing things up completely there for him later on. It's going to be a thorn in his side for a while. FBZ up there, you can see having a decent time as the Fissure is already out onto Stormstormer in the mid lane, trying to set up for just keeping Armel away from his CSing. Armel will give him one Enchant Totem as he passes on by. But yeah, now he's getting a couple levels. Things looking a little bit better for Stormstormer. Still, it is going to be a gold lead. And man, early pressure on, indeed. He doesn't even have a bottle. Stormstormer's just having to survive off the back of the stick. Oh, it's in his bag.
Yeah.
I was like, God, that's really
yeah, that will be a problem. Just The old no bottle Pango, yeah. Well, a man who needs no bottle, though, Gabby, he is top of the last hits for his own team right now. Looking good, tied up there now alongside Watson, but looking forward to see how he does with this off-lane Coddle. In the past, it had all kinds of funny builds. It used to build Necronomicon. That was always good. Rest in peace, you know. Dagon builds weren't the craziest thing, but in the modern day, with Orchid, pretty cool that he's been using that in his pubs. I'm not sure if he'll need it necessarily this game. Might not be as strong versus some of the heroes he would have been playing in the pubs, like Spirits or something like that. But the Urn and potentially the Spirit Vessel, I think, is a great choice.
Okay. Seeing if he can get that online early and start making those moves. Obviously, an incredibly mobile hero that can start to deal out some massive damage, and they're going to need the magical damage to deal with Puppy. Speaking of which, he gets brought somewhat low with that round, but Nature's Attendant's already good to go. He's able to heal up through it. And still no kills 5 minutes in. It's been a pretty slow start to this one.
And I'm expecting it to stay a bit of a slow game, too. I think because for Entity, how do you actually pressure towers? I don't think they can. They basically have to drop golems on heroes, get a couple kills, and then hit the tower after. But likewise, you know, the pressure from Secret, it can be a bit scary going into towers versus Overgrowth versus Fatal Bonds, even Pango. So maybe if you go a little bit too aggressive on the side of Secret, you get punished. But it's going to be a battle of farming up this Phantom Assassin and how much space they're willing to give Watson.
Wow, and look at this, running through. They find Chrysalis, able to get him, bringing him very low. Katomi might go down first. No, gets one last hit there, and Puppy ends up dying after. It's a neutral deny for him. Somehow that one little creep took him out. But nonetheless, first blood going the way of Entity. They might also make a go here on the Stormstormer too, depending on what happens. It's going to be an invis up top.
That's crazy. Got Cobalt Formand.
Bottom. Chrysalis comes back in. They're not giving up on this. Puppy TP's in.
Fishman just channeling it again.
He's getting out of there. Does not want to stick around that much longer. Goes on through the gate, and he's going to be fine.
He will lose his ward, though.
Ooh, thought about it. Doesn't decide to go for it.
All right, it's a scary one, right? 3 points aftershock with the Echo Slam. That thing can still really hurt you.
Oh, yeah.
And now Puppy is going to make a rotation of his own with a Centaur to that top lane, trying to wrap in behind onto Watson.
Yeah, Mitch has the Titan buff, but it's going to be Fishman wrapping around to steal some Wisdom runes, and Mitch is going to get there just in time.
Watson might die for it, though.
Close. Oh. Watson in some trouble. Moves over, Puppy there, gets the hoof stomp, but the rotation coming from Katomi, good damage out, and Stormstormer makes the move for FBZ. And a catch onto him while they're taking down Puppy. So solid rotations and moves coming. Entity on the board with 2 more.
Oh, what a move from Stormstormer indeed. Man, he got him in the best spot on the map for Pango. Up against those crystals there, he had no chance. Just bounce, 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 bounce. Not a chance whatsoever. He had 20 charges on his wand, but not happening. Not today, he says. Doesn't think he'd live with it.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, Entity are getting off to a really hot start here. And, you know, Gabby just keeps farming down bottom. Katomi, Fishman hanging out in the area, hoping that they're going to catch this troll as he comes back over. So much emphasis put onto him. While Armel, chasing Stormstormer, not going to do anything.
What's so insane is that defending Watson up top there is giving them this tower. Like,
yeah,
this is a keeper of the light. I was not expecting them to be able to blast this down. I was more worried about like Yamich rotating through, and then just if they tried to pressure under the tower, a single sleep. Because I expected FPZ to be a little bit more like isolated, like not needing as much assistance, but Yamich kind of being stuck up here a little bit as they keep trying to pressure Watson. And they end up losing that tower so much earlier than I would have guessed. Really well done here from Entity. I feel like that's just everything for them right now. Especially after what happened mid, like Stormstormer to get out of there, get those kills. It still means that Armel will be relatively large. We might even see him do an Echo Slam for some farming at some point here, potentially even now. Is he going to do it? Can I get a slam? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Right over on the Ancients. Armel drops the Echo, and that is a nice little chunk of change for him. Trying to get into that Blink Dagger as quickly as possible.
Oh, the big dunk. They never saw it coming, those poor Ancients. They just followed him unwittingly.
Oh, Puppy's scanning right now. Does he get him? I don't know if he has quite enough damage, although if he takes over the clap... Okay, what am I talking about? They're on the same track.
You really confused me for a second.
He's coming in.
He's gonna get him. Guys, listen. The game's been up since like 3 a.m. waiting for this game. Okay, cut him some slack.
Listen,
he's had a rough morning.
Puppy is ready to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Puppy, you never know when your friends are gonna turn on you. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh God, I've actually done that so many times with Cass. It's painful. Puppy, he's ready to turn on this tower with his troll. All right, time to rally some troops here and knock this thing down.
He's just sending it in, man. Tanking it up for all the skeletons. While Stormstormer, makes the roll through move. They thought they were going to be able to fissure block, but not going to happen. And immediately they take it away. And up top, FBZ, he's going to go down. So every move that Secret makes is getting rebuffed by Entity.
The troll haters are just loving this right now. Every troll hater in chat is just like, oh my God, troll warlord. They picked it again,
perfect.
but what has Crystal's even gotten to do this game? Like, he picked a relatively survivable safe laner who's considered to be one of the people who can get away with some rough laning matchups. He gets kicked out of his lane early, sent to the jungle, and now he just has to sit here and farm a Battle Fury. So they're just down a hero right now. To his credit, he is still farming pretty well. Yeah, he's behind the PA, but considering how much space Watson's had, can't blame him too much right now. And perhaps the crystallization will occur, and he'll be strong and powerful.
I mean, yeah, I think it's worth thinking about, right? Like, it's not just Troll either. I feel like they have 3 lane-winning heroes here. They've got Troll, they've got Ench, and they've got Razor, and they lost their lanes. Like, that ain't good. Entity, like you talked about earlier, though, don't really have the best of ways to try and like capitalize on this in terms of pushing the objectives on the map further. Maybe that could be their undoing a little bit, and Secret can kind of just sit back a little bit and farm up if they want.
They certainly can a little bit, but I think that these goals that they've achieved for Entity were like loftier than I would have even hoped for. Like, this is like better than a good case. This is like excellent stuff right now from them because it's just so much space for Watson. He's gonna get this Battle Fury. He's gonna get all big, and then once they have 2 items on their PA, they're gonna make their way to Roche. Pango's probably gonna have like Diffusal Manta by then. He could go Blink though. That is something that they might want considering they have an offlane Coddle.
It was your own
But we'll see what he decides to go on the side of Stormstormer. That would be the toughest choice, I think, deciding what to buy after this Diffusal.
Right. Yeah, how does he want to try and sort of progress his game a bit? Is still farming up some more of those Ancients himself. Well, Secret, I mean, this was the blink early for Armel into farming more. And now they see the blink, right? He's on top of this ward here, so no secrets about this at all. It's not really translating into a big timing hit from Secret. Not feeling like they can make it happen.
It's hard to just utilize it too, right? I mean, I remember one of my favorite heroes whenever I play Earthshaker is just Ember. You know, I see this guy in the side lanes. He's trying to get away with the game. I'm going to chase him and dunk him down. You think about a PA, how are you ever going to echo this guy? It's just not going to happen. Yeah. He's just going to be hiding. She's blurring. You can't even reveal it these days. And they're all just isolated right now. Now, this I like. I would not mind if he steals this Ancient stack. This is actually the play. He's going to do it.
Go. The blink on the Ancients. They never expect it.
What a gamer, dude.
Awesome.
I'm out of here.
See you later, nerds. Oh, it's sick. I love that.
Oh, that's so good. This was Battle Fury gold right here if he had finished up that whole stack.
That's so good. I love that. All right, well, a little bit of economic damage done, and Entity are pissed. They're going to smoke up now and start heading out.
We got max level Chakra with this Pangolier. No Diffusal delivered yet, though. So it doesn't have the crazy damage. Also did not get the Lance of Pursuit, so GG.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Unfortunate that Stormstormer did not get the completely busted item. To be fair, every Pango's getting it. So at this point, I actually do feel a little bad when you don't get it.
It's true. It feels like it should come around. You're unlucky if you don't get it there. Entity are still trying to find this jump here towards mid, but you can see that there's nothing really open. And it's what you talked about earlier. I mean, these guys need to get like some freaking meteor hammers or something to start pushing these towers.
Thankfully, Kataomi is not going Meteor Hammer. Very much appreciate him going Blink first. I think tree players that know when it's time to get a Blink, that's a valuable thing to have on your team. Jump on FBZ.
Blink when you just walk in. I find him there, and yeah, FBZ is in trouble. He's gone. And that is Spear Vessel charges for Gabby. 5-0. Everything going their way.
That's going to help open up a little bit of pressure here as well as they try and jump onto Puppy's creep. But even with the solar bind, come on.
That's going to live.
I mean, he's just going to take something anyway.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, it does feel bad when you have 3 heroes up here and you just have to go back to farm afterwards.
Dude, do you think he'll do it again? Sorry, I'm just looking at Harvel.
Radiant's middle tower
Like, is there a chance he does it one more time?
He does. He's used every Echo Slam on creep so far. But that's still great.
It's patience, I guess, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if he gets to Aghanims, he's chilling, then.
Yeah, we're all battle furied up here on both sides. Trolls delivered. PA, farming. Go towards that Deso, then towards the Roche. And, you know, I was thinking Manta or Blink and Stormstormer, he wants to go the Ags. He's like, we're farming, then I am farming. You know, I got time. We're not making any moves on this map. We got a nice, comfortable lead. I want to get a big, cushy item for myself.
Love that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't, like, at this point, it just does not feel like building damage is going to be done, honestly.
No, the towers are safe.
Like, it's going to be all creeps. Just like pushing in waves in, and whoever doesn't shove them out fast enough is just going to be chilling.
I mean, Kataomi's already healing up theirs. Top is now back to full, and he's working on mid, too.
Oh, FBZ takes a big hit there from Coddle, but nothing doing after. They're just sitting there. Watson, he's getting towards that Deso. It's going to be a little bit.
He wants to smoke. He wants to go for a play. Look at him. He's itching. He's like, someone will come to this wave. Imagine. Would Watson dare come out to these creeps?
I mean, we would see the first Echo on a hero, but it's not going to happen. It doesn't look like Watson is very safe and going to back up and get some Lotuses, it looks like. Yeah, who needs to go and hit buildings when you've got little items to collect?
Yeah, you know? we got a fun objectives all over the map now. Tormentors are coming up pretty soon. Stormstormer's calling for a rotation up towards the Roche pit right now. See if they can pressure this tower here. And then perhaps even back for Roche after. But again, no Deso yet on PA. No big rush to grab it. Kataomi goes in for some vision. Doesn't drop down a ward, though. Just throws a sentry to block off their ancients. Fair enough.
I like that. This is the play. Oh, going through, taking that stack. And Entity, they will be the ones that come out on top if they're just sort of slowly whittling down these towers because of tree. They see Chrysalis here. This is big if they can get him. Drop everything, why don't you? Right onto the head of Chrysalis. He does have Battle Trance ready to go. Stun is there, having already popped it, slowed up, and just whittled down.
Just the golem in there to finish the job. No one committing at all. They just send in the big guy with the pure damage of the flaming fists. He did,
Thank
okay,
goodness.
Warlock did 1,057 damage to him right there.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
He did 563 damage with Upheaval. Whoa. Okay, that
spell's
spell
good,
is a little out of control, huh?
I love this spell. I mean, if you're just going to stand there and you're able to channel it, it's good, right? But that's the problem, is that, you know, you're just a fish man sitting there ready to get jumped on.
You're just a fish man. That's it.
what has Secret been able to do this game? I feel like nothing is happening.
Echo some ancients. I mean,
that's literally it.
he stole an ancient stack. That was like their crowning achievement so far this match.
My goodness.
Maybe some Gossamer capes for the Radiant. That would be fantastic. That would feel pretty good. We already got one on the
Armel
Dire.
Accidentally does the first instances of damage that his team has done in a while by that casual fissure, and now he's gonna pay for it as he is caught immediately and dead. And Puppey, he's also going down. Watson right onto him. They are getting completely stomped. And
Yeah,
right
they
into
got that,
Roche.
though. Yep. Do you think they can kill before it heads a Radiant? They're force staffing him. Hurry,
They're
Watson.
trying.
Come
Get
on.
in there.
Not that it's going to matter. It'll just be a nuisance if they weren't able to.
Right. I mean, they'll get it here, surely. And also, even Katomi getting in on it takes down that creep. But almost done. 10 seconds left. I think they'll get it even if it passes through on the other end of it, right?
Oh, yeah. There's no way. 0% chance. They even scan to see if they're prepping and waiting over there, too. Radiant scan, gonna see, hey, they're coming through here or what? And the scan doesn't hit anything, and they decide not to immediately jump through and start hunting after Chrysalis. So he'll stay safe farming these camps down in the Wishing Well.
I don't know if you're getting this at all, but I'm getting some packet loss on my Dota. I'm not sure if it's the same for you or not. But
No, that's just you, bud.
Radiant
love that.
scan.
8,000 gold lead at 20 minutes in, and Entity have looked in complete control of this game from the start. Is there any way we can get like damage done stats up on this thing? Because I want to see where we're at. It feels like it's just been all Entity.
Well, they do have 0 kills on Secret, so I'm gonna throw out that the damage done is gonna be pretty low for them.
Yeah, that's what
The bold guess, I know.
Oh. What do Entity want to do with this Aegis? Do you think this is the type of play where you're going to be going for some type of a tier 2 tower push? Do you use it to just keep farming up, believing in your draft in the later stages? What's your read of this game right now?
Oh, I'd say very, very chill tier 2 pushes. And they are predicated on knowing where Armel is, though, because pushing tier 2s, you know, if you're just like steamrolling down the lane, you really don't want to make it extremely obvious that, hey, we're all here right now. And you have ET and Earthshaker. That's like the one way to get back into this game, right? But if you do this, solo person defending, that's why Katomi's immediately like, trying to snag him. Because he's
Right.
like, if I get this one kill, we just get this tower.
True.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah, that
attack.
would be a nice pickup for them for sure. He does go for that Aghanim Scepter like you were talking about for Pango on Stormstormer. So waves shoving in to bottom, and likewise Entity still protecting all of their other towers. And with Tree there to heal them back up, there is no way that they're taking these. Armel trying to laugh it off.
Top tower.
Yeah, haha.
Game is looking rough, man.
It is indeed, but they'll just keep trying to wait for their moment. Stormstormer now heading back for the blink after, at least on his quick buy. Doesn't really feel the need for any safety nets of the Manta in this one so far. Just wants to make sure he gets that good jump because they really need that jump. And his jump is going to be the most important because if he can find the ET, like let's say you blink in with, you know, Tree or something and you don't overgrowth the ET, it's going to be a bad time. Pango, like, yeah, you just jump in, you can roll around a little bit, have a look-see, see what's going on because they're not really going to be able to do anything to you during your roll. And if
Right.
they try, then Fishman's going to be there.
Right, he'll be there for the immediate turnaround. As long as they're all together, it should be good. And now they are going to make that concerted effort together. Stormstormer shoves out the wave. It's going to start pushing into the tier 1. They have one hero to come and contest, and that is the wrong hero to bring to show up here. So close to his BKB. He just wants to finish it off 60 gold away. Get a last hit, my man. That's all he needs in this world. But Armel jumps in, tries to find one. He's on to Fishman. The overgrowth is there, though. Put to sleep for a while.
He's gonna lose his
back
mana.
up. The echo, the connection. Fishman, he lives through it all. It is not enough. They can't get their first kill. Entity survive.
Radiant
How did he live?
has fallen.
I don't even know. Oh, she passed over the healing lotus, I think. Oh, that's nice. I think that's what happened.
I don't even know. That's unreal.
Tower is under attack.
I thought for sure he was going to die. I was like, at least they're going to get one kill. I mean, multiple heroes were coming in. He was so close to losing his man. Oh, good. We got the replay here. All right. The life of Fishman. But how?
I think PA had a healing lotus in her inventory before this, but I don't quite remember. I mean, they're ready to jump in, and it just doesn't happen.
Because he holds the dunk, and there's a couple people in there, right? When he actually finally lets it go. He almost ran out of mana. Oh, I guess there was only the two.
The leech seed was there, too. Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Radiant's
Wow.
bottom tower is under attack.
What a story. The life of Fishman, like you said. Devastating. Entity's killing it.
They're just going to keep stacking up all their various options here, too. I'd love to see them grab a Tormentor. See if we can get a Shard up on one of these two. We already got it on Kataomi, so... I mean, ideally, I would want Pango Shard, but Coddle is a little bit below him. So we need Coddle to farm up like 200 gold and then do Tormentor.
Oh my God. Blur. It's so good. It's so good. They explode our bell. Chrysalis, he's caught after. Gets off rage, tries to run in with the battle trance. Watson, is he gonna die? Has that jump away option, but it's not gonna happen. That's the first kill for Secret. It's a good one to get, but can they get any more? FBZ will be rooted, will be found, and finished off. So even when you get the PA kill, it's not good enough.
They tip him. Nice feed, Watson. Yeah.
Man.
Even used a great healing lotus in that one. So yeah, he tried his best to survive, but they do get him. So nicely done. They head out, get aggressive at the end of the Aegis. Obviously still not a large enough victory to be too happy about it though.
Absolutely. I mean, I think this is still feeling just complete control for Entity. And you can tell just, you know, they tipped their carry after he died. That doesn't happen unless you're feeling pretty good about things. Secret, they're going to take the Tormentor, though. And Puppy, he's going to be sprinking.
Well, that's one nice little bonus for them. And, you know, you thought Blur was annoying before. He is very close to purchasing up an Aghanims here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Absolutely disgusting ability for a disgusting hero, so well done.
I think that was probably the best instance that I've seen of the, like, Blur range just destroying a team fight. Secret completely fell apart with that one.
Yeah, I am still surprised that he even died, honestly. I thought maybe we were going to get a shutout here, so for the sanity of Secret, I'm glad they picked up one. We'll see if they can keep it rolling. They got Armel undercover, grabbing some neutrals up here.
Yeah. He does have that Agnum Scepter done, which, you know, is a pretty nice little boon for him. Definitely helps out a decent amount. They also saw Puppy picking up the Vanguard. He's almost got Crimson Guard done. So just looking for these utility items, in spite of not being the highest strength gain hero in the world.
That is a great choice. I mean, look at the damage, right, that they have coming out here, like Pango and PA. So Stormstormer did purchase up the Shard, so not going to mess around and wait for the Tormentor. Just get that done. And so Warlock or Coddle will have a shot at it if they ever make it, and they're going to steal it.
Okay.
Perhaps. It's a bold move here to get the Wisdom and the Tormentor, but they got it. All right,
that's
Secret.
really nice.
You got to take risks, right? That's the number one thing that you got to do when you're behind, especially in a match like this where if it just keeps on scaling, I have a hard time imagining that you're going to be happy about that. You have to find these little moments here, and even pressuring this tower. Now, Entity, the reason this is happening is that they feel confident that, like, hey, we really don't want to miss out on Roche, right? They can take it really fast on Secret, so let's ball up. We can pressure some lanes and stuff, but in the end, we just want to have a successful Roche. That's the goal.
Right. And they are in a position right now that, unfortunately for them, since that first Rosh was taken so late into the nighttime, they are not going to be able to get it on this side of the river. So that's a little bit spooky because a lot of Secret is down here on the bottom side, and Secret also managed to take their first tower, and taking the tower that's the reinforcements for the Rosh fight.
They can actually win this next fight. If Armel hits not even a crazy echo, just a decent echo, and then Yamich has the follow-up too, because he did get the shard. So this is a PA who'll have 0 armor. And Troll he's not quite an MKB, unfortunately, but yeah, you roll the dice a few times, maybe you get there.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? If he can get to that item and just stays on PA, we've already seen that she is very killable. Well, she's the only one apparently that's killable. But yeah, I mean, they're on this side. They scan. They see that Rosh is over there. The TPs are already coming over. They see that somebody is coming through the gate. No, this is a dire sentry in Ops Ward.
The old classic play of sending the ET Spirit.
Yeah. But they're in position. Secret, smoked up. Puppy, the only one that's showing right now. And Rosh 30 seconds away. Stormstormer DD.
And he has to rely on this roll-up. That's his one save right now.
Still hanging around this area. Armel. Does he find the right target? Gabby would be a great one to get.
Oh, great time to D-ward. They lose that vision they had over the Twin Gate.
They take it away.
Now they're a little blind here from Empty. They don't see anything on the high ground. They are blind. They are stuck down here blind because they lost this ward. They don't know exactly how close Secret are.
Yeah. Any wards coming out on Courier or anything? They don't have any. It looks like Treant has 1 round of wards.
They actually have to retreat back up here. Yeah. Puppy trying to bait.
Not being able to play under vision.
Oh, Chrysalis. Is he going to start it?
They're smoking again. Secret. Ready to go. Stormstormer. They see FBZ with that plasma field now walking around the high ground. They have the better vision right here on Secret. They see Stormstormer ready to jump. Fissure out to start. Link up hasn't used it yet. Will-O-Wisp down. And they put Stormstormer to sleep. Have popped the ulti for FBZ. Gonna wait out that one for initiated again by Entity. I mean, the rest of this is kind of just chilling for the moment. Waiting, Armel. Fissure connects, good damage out, pops the ulti, now goes for the roll. There's the BKB, he's fine. Stormstormer's getting run down. Puppy might go down here. He actually lives through it. And Stormstormer has to run away. That is rolled down, and everybody from
Kataomi in behind.
Still alive. He's looking for it. Big connection there, Fissure to try and block it off. Can they take down Armel? No. Kataomi now is completely isolated. He's going to go down. They did kill Armel, but he's TPing back in. FPZ backs away. Golem already used. Stormstormer doesn't have a roll, doesn't have a way to get out. They drop down the Will-O-Wisp. Armel runs back in, wants to find a target. FPZ can't stay onto one. They're really, really low on Chrysalis, but the Echo Slam is there. Stormstormer is gone. FPZ resetting in this fight. They buy back again. Kataomi takes over and takes away the Watcher vision.
Chrysalis
Watson sees one. He thought about it. Watson's still here looking for a pickoff, but they're not giving him a target. It looks like Entity have won the Rosh.
Yeah, it cost them a couple buybacks though. Kataomi and Stormstormer, like at least they cut into the lead a little bit. It was overall a net gain for Secret, and they managed to get their troll out of there, which was terrifying. Chrysalis was very close to dying. Barely managed to find a way to escape and TP out. Kataomi with the insane wraparound play, truly playing Treant there as they're all hiding on that low ground. He gets right in there for the overgrowth, but they weren't able to fully capitalize, only getting the kill onto Armel. And then, of course, the buyback, bringing him right back in since this was a Radiant side Roche. But you know what? That gold, that bounty, it did give them the MKB now, finished on Chrysalis.
Right.
So he's going to need this Aegis.
Yeah, I think we're in a really interesting point because clearly Entity's still in the lead at this point. but we can see the pathway that you can have the success from Secret. You find a big team fight, you get Troll beaten away at this PA, she will explode. But can they find that perfect fight? We'll have to wait and see. 3-16, 12K gold lead.
And trying to mitigate what Gabby's doing too. Armel is almost in towards his own BKB. So they're going to have this grace period in the fights where the BKBs are up for the Razor, the Earthshaker, as well as the Troll. They have to get as much done as they can during that. And likewise, Yamich, of course, going to be going for that Aghanim Scepter like every single ET does right now because it feels very strong. And they just need ways to try and handle everything that Gabby's throwing at them because you can just see it with the Will-O-Wisp. It's very frustrating.
Yeah, it has been a real problem. And even, you know, thinking about the big solution that it feels like Secret has to this control, when FBZ popped that BKB and then just linked up Stormstormer, he wasn't building up the damage quickly enough to kill him off, even in the duration of that BKB. But we'll have to see how it goes. Should be noted too, Elder Titan getting the Ogre Seal Totem, pretty huge item for him.
Yeah.
Can get in with the shard if he wants to and then get out after.
And just give him a little bit of space in these fights too. And sometimes getting blocked out by your own team Fishers can be a problem.
Right.
So let's make sure he's got some better mobility. Any Ghost Scepters in the works at all? Or no, we're just not handling that. I hope that Watson doesn't get you. It's kind of hard to work them in at this point.
True.
Speaking of Ghost Scepters, though, Gabby did just finish out that E-Blade.
That could make the difference. A saving opportunity. Secret up on the high ground. Watson's in the creep wave. Watson, do they realize it's him? The jump forward, looking, fissure available. Do they want to go? There was a moment where they could have done it. Decide not to jump onto Watson. Watson is playing very far forward with the Sages.
Yeah, he really wants to try and spend some of these big ultis. Best case scenario is they spend the ulti, they don't even kill you. That would be amazing. Like trying to bait them into kind of a bad fight by dangling the little carrot here. Where are we going on Secret? They just leave.
Like, who needs a base? That is interesting.
They're actually so willing to run out here knowing that they're going to be forced to TP back, defend, and they're going to grab as much as they can before that happens. What a play. Not a lot of teams would do something like that, and it's kind of ending not going like super nectar hard on your base, which they kind of are, but if you only lose tier 3, you're getting a lot of farm on Shaker and Troll.
They saw one, and they get the jump away. So with seeing Armel not in the base, they're willing to make that kind of far forward move. And
I don't think they've seen Armel, have they? I think they're
they
scared
saw him
of
on the
Shaker.
mid wave. But yeah,
I guess
now they don't know.
Yeah, at this point, I think they're probably assuming that he's lurking.
E-Blade, waiting.
Now he shows.
Armel, yeah, he's showing on the wave, and so again, feeling confident. And with Coddle there, just back him up. The sleep comes out, but still they know that Armel's not there. This is a full set of racks. Entity are just taking it. There's no TP over. Armel takes the Wisdom Rune, but I mean, they're getting a lot out of this. Pressure continuing to mount. Watson jumps away before the sleep comes in. Goes back in, hits the melee Rex, and Armel is trying to get some counterplay, pushing down the bottom tier 2. It is starting to fall as FBZ, Manta, thinking about linking up, broken for the moment. Still, they're not taking that melee Rex while Armel is not back in base at all.
30 seconds, though, on the Aegis.
This is interesting. 150 HP left on this melee Rex as Watson gets put to sleep. And they're just going to let him go.
Dude, Armel, you cannot die now. You cannot die.
Oh my God. This BKB has to TP. Overgrowth is there. Oh my God, he's dead.
Oh,
dude, what the hell?
The greed. The greed.
What the hell? Fishman gets caught. There's no way this is worth. I mean, I was like, all right, if you're just going to give up the racks, it's fine. But like, then to die afterwards, that really hurts.
I mean, that was a good early move from Kataomi to try and start locking him down. He just went one wave too far. Man, he got so much out of the map when they took his racks. Like, yes, they lost the racks, and that is very bad. But, like, he got so much that it was actually a really nice play. And then it got ruined.
Well, Puppy is going to get caught here. Watson jumps in, blows him up. I mean, they don't have an Aegis, but Armel's dead for a minute. And they don't have a fight. I mean, this might be everything. I don't know if they can stop it. This is so... He's dead. Chrysalis is gone too. Dude, they are getting walloped.
He got bashed.
Oh
man.
My God.
He just got Pango bashed and E-bladed after and just nuked down.
has fallen.
What a strange way for a game to come close to ending. Can they do anything? Still 25 seconds with no shaker. Buildings falling, but Watson will force staff to get him away. Manta dodge. 2 racks down.
To his credit,
cementing their lead.
I would not have thought that Blinding Light would do 330 damage after all the buffs. Between the E-blade, everything too, kind of smacked that troll. Chrysalis maybe was trying to min-max it there, but obviously you don't want to BKB. You really don't want to use your ulti. And yeah, now the buyback into running on the map, and all they can do is play for the next Rosh, right? And that one next kill, as it's 4 kills to a 20k gold lead.
Yeah, man. It's
Indeed,
it's
Gappy,
looking
indeed.
It's looking pretty devastating. They want to find a fight, and that fight is not where they wanted it. But the pings are now down in the area where Entity are actually waiting. I mean, can they get what they want here? Smoke coming off cooldown. They break their smoke, jumps away. Blur. They see FBZ. Now the roll up. This is not the way the fight was supposed to start. He has his AC. He links him up, rolls away. No BKB used, thankfully. Armel still off to the side, but well, okay, now BKB used. Now jump forward. Now finding and trying to kill him off. 1 second away, he can get the golem. Midair. Yes, he can. Oh, but at the same time, Chrysalis. Okay, roll up, rooted. Pushing him, overgrowth the turn. Watson right onto Armel, blows him up. Chrysalis is gone. FBZ is next. Everybody dead. GG called. They got spanked. That was insane.
You know, I gotta give them some credit though. They kept it closer than I expected heading later. They found a couple plays. They actually made it like there was gonna be a chance, like with that bottom Roche fight. There was a possibility that